And looks like we're up and running. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How does this sound, Steve?
Well, so far it's not live yet. I think it's just on right now. It just came up right now. So go ahead and give me a call.
Okay. So N7THW doing a test of the live stream, K7EME.
Wow, that sounded good. That sounded good, Doug.
Okay, excellent. We'll leave it right where it's at. Let's see. I might be a little heavy on the audio there on the one. I don't know if that made any difference there at all or not. But if it sounds good, I won't play with it.
Yeah, your audio sounded good. I didn't sound so good, but whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, your audio sounds good to me. You're always strong. Let's see. We don't have any real aircraft at the moment over towards Dan, so I'll leave it up this way. I got Jerry, and I've got Al, and I've got you so far.
Yeah, that's all I've heard up here too, Doug. And I had it on since about 6 this morning, doing some my paperwork stuff around the house here.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I'm just starting to get warmed up here, and beautiful morning. We had a little bit of rain a couple days ago, a couple mornings ago, and so the ground is probably a little bit moist. I can see Picacho Peak out there standing proud, and looks like a good day.
You guys are so lucky down in Tucson. Just haven't had any of that rain and that Al up there. Geez, I think he measures rain by the yards anymore, not even by feet. But up here, it's just been pretty dry.
Yeah, with that rain, we still haven't hit 8 inches for the year with that rain. So most all of that, all but 2.5 inches was monsoon, and a tiny bit here in the fall. So that it hasn't been much. I keep waiting for that El Nino winter rain. We'll see. Not winter yet, but waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it myself. Hey, just out of curiosity, you running the full power right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just was wondering early before. I guess you went in the red, but this last transmission you went way up in the red. 10 or less 9.
Yeah, okay. The watt meter's bouncing around there. And no, I'm not hitting it real hard, I guess. I'm only running about 900 watts. I guess I could boost it up a little bit.
I don't need it, Doug. My speaker's rattling over.
Yeah, I know, but let's see. My drive is a little bit low. I'll boost it up later on when the net gets going. I know. I just for the outlying areas. But for now, we'll leave it where it's at. And good morning, Al. How you doing over there?
I'm trying to wake up. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about your rain total. I was talking to Steve yesterday on the phone. Yeah, he couldn't believe I was getting rain. And, I quit keeping track of the rain when I come down with the COVID. And when we went into it, I can't remember exactly, but I think we were like 12.5 inches, and then we got some really doozies while I was laying around with the COVID, so I don't know how much we got. And then yesterday's was pretty darn good, too. I forgot to go out and look at the rain gauge.
Yeah, it was coming down pretty good here for a little while. Right at the time Friday morning when I had to take the garbage all the way out to the street, of course, had to bundle up there. I'd forgotten that No, it was yesterday. Yeah, you're right. It was yesterday because the garbage was Saturday instead of Friday because of the holiday. So yeah, it was coming down pretty good there, but in the end, only got a little over a tenth. So I don't know. You probably got triple what we have down here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're pushing 20 inches.
No, I don't know if it'd be that much. I'd say maybe 16, but anyway, yeah, it's interesting. Yep. I haven't stuck my finger yet to take the blood. It's usually one of the first things I do when I get up in the morning, but I haven't done that yet. Need to do that. Do you do that all the time? Or do you do it once a day, or what?
I don't ever do it. Mine, I mean, it isn't that bad that I jump on it all the time. I did for a long time, and everything was pretty much medication in range. So I got to admit I don't worry about it that much. But I'm sure to take my medication and the two oral meds. It's up a little bit higher with just the metformin, so I take one other one, and that seems to help significantly.
Okay. Yeah, I just wonder how other people do this stuff. I think right now we're just trying to get a baseline of how my diet and exercise and then I'm only taking one of my formulas right now. I'll be dealing with that in another week. Get another. I'm not going to start it until after we get back from Phoenix. I don't want to have those symptoms again that I was having earlier in the week. So anyway, I think we're just trying to get a baseline here on things. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be a interesting week, I think. I don't know why I got that in my mind, but it feels like it might be interesting. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, and where Robert's at. Okay, so ZYT, back to Doug.
Yeah, and morning Vince. Get you down on the list here. Yeah, Al. Well, Robert doesn't usually get here till a little bit later. I got in here a little bit earlier. I usually don't start the stream until at least all around 20 after. So I just happen to be up and running. I've been getting started earlier because I've got all this stuff to get on the screen to get ready for the live stream mostly. But anyway, that's getting to be more easy as I get more used to it. Anyway, Vince, good morning. How things up there?
Okay, there was snow up here, that's for sure, but it was 45 this morning. That seems like 5 below used to feel in Michigan. It's amazing how acclimated you get to the dry heat. Over.
Yeah, and good morning, Chuck. Yeah, that's true. I know when I go back up to the Pacific Northwest, it is. You sure notice those little differences in the humidity and how. I mean, yesterday I don't know what it was, 75 or something in the afternoon, 74, 3 something down here, and it was chilly in the shade. it's cold in the shade.
Oh, I know. I couldn't believe it. It was 68 here, and I went out on the porch and told my wife, I can't believe that I'm freezing my butt off and it's 68 degrees. I mean, I've turned into a wuss.
Yeah, I know. My kids, I got a picture yesterday morning up on Mount Lemmon at their place. They got 2 inches of snow. So winter started to hit up there for them. That's hard to imagine, but I don't know. This may be the year we'll get a little bit of snow here. I don't know, this El Nino thing that they're all talking about that I haven't seen any evidence of yet. Where's all this rain we're supposed to be getting in the winter? Of course, I know it's not winter yet, but anyway, let's see. Good morning, Chuck. How you doing? You all charged up and ready to go?
Comment when you have a chance.
Yeah, okay. There was a comment in there. Hey, Vince, do you copy NJ6D?
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, you know what? With the, you're adjusting to the climate. We don't call that a wuss. We're calling you a desert rat now, okay?
Yeah, okay. Spoiled desert rat.
Well, the shoe fits on the other foot when it comes summertime, and all the snowbirds go running away, screaming and yelling. It's like, come on, it's not that hot.
Oh, I know. I mean, I was out there this morning. I had a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, and a coat on, and I'm still cold.
All right. Anyway, different perspective there. Okay, Doug, things are doing fine. Just kind of, getting my coffee going and getting up and about. And I don't know if you want me to live stream. I can live stream, but if you got that dialed in, I may not go with all the logistics for that. I'm not sure how many are listening to my live stream versus yours, but in any event, there was a comment in there, Doug. K7EME in the group.
Engineer Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, it is your broadcast engineer, M17HW. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you, you're still sounding great, Doug, but this time the received audio, you remember when I said you sounded great, but I sounded terrible, so I just assumed it was my station. Well, I'll tell you what, everybody you're talking to it's kind of like the speakers are crackling or they're all busted up, so I don't know what's going on there, but over.
Oh, well, very good. Let's see what we can do about that. Thanks for that. Let me bring move this audio out here, and why would everything be busted up? My audio is down. Let me okay, I brought the audio level down. Was it too much audio?
No, your audio is fine, Doug. It's the receive audio. It's all busted up. I'm listening to myself now, and it's like horrible.
Really? Okay. I haven't done anything different since last time. Let me try one thing here. Just I might be able to. Okay. There we go. Did that make any difference? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. Oh, that's my audio. Listen to yourself talk.
Roger. This is kind of weird, Doug.
Listen to yourself talk.
Let's see what it sounded like. It's a little bit better, I think. Still kind of crackly, but a little bit better.
Chuck, just for that, I went from DAX 1, channel 1 to DAX channel 2. I'm not sure how that all, what difference that made. It's still coming through it. So that's weird. It comes through on either channel. Oh boy. So not sure what to make of that. Chuck, you got any comments?
Yeah, real quick, Doug. Bring up your DAX top application for the Flex, and I found this. There might be a bug in the software. Just toggle it on and off. Toggle your rig selection on and off if you can. Basically, restart the DAX.
Okay, I got the DAX going. And slice A streaming data DAX TX is off. Yet I see the mic being going, the microphone going here. Let me okay, toggle which one? The RX stream.
So in your DAX window, at the very top, you have a place where it says station, and you can select the station.
Yeah.
pull that menu down, and does it give you any choices, or do you just have the one choice?
Just the one.
Sorry, Doug, I missed that.
Okay. One thing I did see on the RX stream, I reduced the gain on it a little bit. Steve, did that seem to help?
I think it did, Doug. I think it did. I'm going to listen right now.
All right. Well, my audio is okay, so listen to yourself, or Chuck, give him some audio there.
All right, Steve, NJ6D here. We're testing the live stream audio quality. How's my signal coming across the live stream, NJ6D?
Hey, Chuck, yeah, you're sounding good on the live stream now, and I sound pretty good. Doug, don't touch it. I think you got it. Whatever you did, you nailed it.
All right, I know what to do now. It was the RX gain on the RX stream. Okay, so I will get rid of that menu, and oh, no, I can't get rid of that. Okay, just hide it. All right. There we go. Okay, I still don't see. Well, there's one plane. Let me swing over toward Dan here.
Real quick, Doug, I'll be here for the net. I'm going to run back downstairs. The monster's outside by himself.
Okay, sounds good, Vince. It's probably not in a real good spot, but W7KMD, W7KMD, K7EME. Oh, well, we got you a good deal. That plane is real close to me as opposed to you, but how you doing this morning, Dan?
Doing pretty good, Dave. Doing pretty good. What's the figure on tonight, over?
What was that about tonight? 3695? Yes, I'll be on. We haven't talked for a while.
Very good, very good. Yeah, this plane is fairly close to me and doing the job. I'm surprised it's still doing it, though. It's getting out of the range, over.
Oh, Dan, you're starting to peak up. Let me, yeah, you're getting stronger. Hopefully the other guys are pointing your way there, Dan. I'll let them, but yes, I'll be on 3695. Chuck, are you aimed out that way?
I am. W7KMV, NJ6D. How copy, Dan?
Good morning, Chuck. NJ6D, W7KMV. How you doing?
Doing well, Dan. Good copy on you. I don't know, about a S3, S4, no problem at all.
Well, you and Doug are both about an S3 at peak, and I don't know what the heck our propagation is because there's nothing close right now.
Well, it sounds pretty good. I don't know what the propagation is either. I don't have the aircraft map up, so I can't see what's going on. But nonetheless, good copy into Tucson. Let's see if Al is hearing you. NJ6D.
Good morning, Dan. K7ZYP. Got a good copy on you. Over. Yeah, I'm barefoot. I'm barefoot, Dan, again. 100 watts, 100 watts. But I got a good copy on you, over. Okay, roger, yeah. Yeah, small plane might make a difference. I don't know. But, yeah, okay. Well, good morning. We'll catch you later. You got anything for the net this morning, over? Okay there, Dan. I heard you're 7-3, K7ZYT. Back to Doug.
Yeah, Dan, I lost you just about. I could hear you say 7-3, and that was about it. Anyway, so we'll catch you later, assuming you're listening to this on the stream. But good contact, and we'll see you on 3695 this evening. So sounds good. Yep, we haven't chatted in a while. Catch you later. And with that, I'll swing back up toward up toward the Phoenix area here.
Okay, 7
Yeah, stand by, guys. I've got one finger on the rotor and one on the microphone here, but I've got you. All right, Steve, W7WHB. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a chilly day up here, but it's all good. And I heard you just fine on the live stream. I don't know what the other deal was there, but I heard you just fine the whole period.
Yeah, no problem. You might have heard me after I did a few adjustments here on the receive stream. So funny how from one week to another, but our official broadcast engineer there, Steve, alerted me to it, and it sounds like we got it tweaked up a little bit. But thanks for the report. From all you guys, I appreciate hearing, because if there are problems, we gotta clean them up. Sounds good. Let me get your neighbor there, K7HAM. Good morning, Lynn. How you doing?
Okay. And I'll be here for the net, so add me to the list. K7HAM.
Okay, sounds good. Got you down there. Anybody else out there? Yeah, Jim, I think you're aimed at me. You're down a little bit there, but W7ADF, how you doing?
I'm doing good this morning, Doug. Yeah, I got this new rotator up there, so I may not have the azimuth adjusted quite right yet, but I'll keep up with you.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. You're much better there now. Okay, and congrats on the new rotor. Sounds good. Anybody else out there?
I think you already got me, Doug. W5RCQ. Duration.
Yeah, I got you there, Jerry. You're number one on the list. I heard you before I heard anybody else. All right, guys, I'm going to stand by for a second. Robert hasn't got the net logger up yet, and I'm going to. I drank all my coffee. I got to get something to drink here and feed him. So we'll give me a couple minutes. K7EME. Boy, it's cold out there. K7 EME. Yikes, 42 degrees. Anyways, I'm back. Anybody else wanting to get on the check-in list?
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, did you hear about that deep space laser communication demo that NASA just did?
Yeah, I saw that from, was it 10 million miles out, modulated laser or whatever it was?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They did full two-way comms using a laser with this mission out to an asteroid. Yeah, 10 million miles each way, and they used the Palomar 200-inch telescope there in Southern California.
Hey, cool. So enlighten me on that one. Is that a higher bandwidth for data?
I think in the end, yes. I think the first demonstrations here, probably not so much, but let's see, what is it? Yeah, so it's, basically it's, it should allow, if they get it working, longer distances and higher bandwidth, just because of the, as you might imagine, you can have really high signal-to-noise ratio because the noise is essentially non-existent.
Yeah, that's. I would imagine now your aiming would have to be a bit tighter, right?
Oh yeah, well that's the tricky part. That's the whole part of the whole demonstration is getting signals.
Yeah, absolutely. I got George in there. Good morning, George. How are you doing?
Good morning, Doug. K7XP. Oh, I'm doing okay. I think we better look into getting one of them things so you and I can talk, such long distance.
Well, I think a wet string and a couple tin cans ought to be high tech enough.
I don't know. Somebody probably run over the string.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, I think. You get up on your rooftop, and I'll get up on mine, and we'll get the preliminary aiming and all of that stuff done. We'll get our circuit going.
Yeah, we could probably do lightweight from here to there. Anyways, I got to get going and go over there and get all that IT stuff running. Have a good night, K7XP.
All right, man. Thanks for
checking in. We'll catch you later. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. 7-3.
It's Victor Delta.
All right, there he is. Good morning. Let me bring up. There we go. Get things started there. Okay, I see who you got up. Let's get the list going. Top of the list would be number 1 is W5RCQ.
Okay, just a second.
Al, K7ZYP.
Okay, next.
And 7TH.
W.
Okay.
K7BNE.
Okay.
After Chuck
is W7WHB.
Okay.
Lynn, K7H.
Jam.
Okay. Okay, anybody besides George part-time?
Let's see. So far, no.
I forgot
Dan checked in there
as well. We got Dan W7 KMV. He was after Vince, I think. He put him in there. Or
No,
he was right before Chuck. So
That's good enough.
spot. He's in and out, of course, so it doesn't matter.
Roger. I can get back in time to start at 7:15. I'll have to push to 7:30. Sorry.
Hey, that's not a problem. We'll just I got a list here, and when you get on, we'll just we got.
That's the great thing about we got tons of time, so we'll just do it when you get back. It's not a problem.
Harper's got priority.
Oh, Harper is yeah. Harper's number 2
After Marty there. Hello, Marty. Good morning.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen. No, it's just part of the routine. So she expects me to walk her as soon as there's enough light to see. So anyway, it was about 10 after 7 when I started there.
Yeah, you can't get
out there any earlier. Sure,
got it.
You
Yeah,
no
worries.
Get in here whenever you get in here.
Okay. Anyway, so let's see. I'm trying to think of anything. But anyway, it was a good morning. It was 48 when we woke up, but it's like 52 now.
Oh man, it's cold down here. It's 37%.
42%.
42 degrees.
It's chilly, man.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Anyway, she wanted to do her business pretty quick and get back, so it was a good walk.
Oh yeah. They don't like
that cold dense air near the ground here.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, very good. We'll stand by at 7 meeting.
And Doug, you need to stick W7ADF in there somewhere.
I'm sorry, Jim.
You know what? I didn't have you written down either. Okay, Jim, we'll put you in there right after Chuck put Jim in there.
Okay, no problem.
All right, I think we got
things squared away there. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else, but let me know if I did. This is K7EME taking early check-ins for the Arizona Swot Net. Anybody out there?
B4MA portable 7.
Okay, a couple of you there. One is in a little
bit weaker, but good morning, Barry. How you doing? VE4MA port 7.
Yeah, good morning, Doug. The amplifier's kicked off here. I think the power plug is out.
That doesn't help.
We'll let you get that resolved, but you're still strong down here, so no problem. Got you on the list. I'm sure we'll get you by 9 o'clock. If not, I'll make sure that you're there.
Roger. Yeah, I got the amplifier back on. That darn plug comes out easy.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
it helps, but not necessary. Good path between us. You're shooting right between the rocks there. All right, sounds good. And I'll keep an eye on the time.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, and there was one other station in there, but I didn't. I'm not picking
up on you. Who was that?
W6 India Zulu Kilo. Wayne, W6 IZK.
Ah, Wayne, W6 IZK.
How are you doing there, sir?
Fine, hanging in there. Can't survive. Haven't been on the air too much lately, but woke up early this morning and thought I'd check in.
Well, sounds good. We've got you on the list, and thanks
for stopping by this morning. Are you going to be able to stick around?
Alrighty, just a little bit of a
hey there, but we got you on the list there, Wayne. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you.
Anybody else out there? K7EME, I see. Oh, Mike.
Got K7EUN. You are lurking. How about you?
Hey, Doug, who was it that you just worked a moment ago?
That was Wayne, W7IZK. He's in the
Phoenix area?
Oh, okay. He was just light for me.
Yeah, he was light for me as well.
And especially toward the end there.
Okay. Just curious. I didn't catch the call. I was filling up the coffee.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Oh, Sunny and me were taking early check-ins for the Arizona Swot.
Yeah, good morning, Bill.
So, Alpha 2 Kilo Hotel Victor. How are you doing, Bill? Let me swing the antenna over your way just a bit more. Good morning.
Oh, you got it, Bill. Yeah, your signal's
starting to come in a little bit more there. And appreciate you checking in, and a happy post Thanksgiving to you and your wife there. So thank you for checking in.
Okay, sounds good.
It shouldn't be too long. You're in the middle of the list there, so hopefully we'll hold the spot for you. And if you're there, fine. If you had to leave, no problem. Let's see. Anybody else out there?
There you are. I gave you one call, but I don't think you had your radio on
Yeah,
yet.
Mike, just the computer. 87 UUM. Good morning. How you doing there?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah,
there's a null exactly with you. I frequently have to rotate a bit more to try to find some kind of a peak. And anyways, you're always booming in here, but there's just a weird null between us there, especially when I'm aimed up toward Phoenix. Anyway, we got you there, Mike. And let's see, anybody else out there? I think I know who's next on the list going to call. Would that be WD7R?
Good morning, Doug, and the group WD7R. Thank you for taking my call, my check-in.
Oh, well, absolutely. Good to hear you there, Mike. Good morning. And how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, fabulous. I hope yours was grand as well at the new cabin. I bet it was chilly up there.
Yeah, it was definitely chilly.
And I got some pictures yesterday morning. They had a couple inches of snow. So I'm not sure if I'm glad or sad that I missed that.
Oh, that's very cool. A good chance of a white Christmas then coming up. Well, all right. Well, I'll be here. Gonna go make some breakfast and, get some coffee. Thanks, Doug. Looking forward to hearing more about it later. WD7R.
Okay, you bet. We got you on the list.
There, Mike. Take the time and ease into the morning. K7 EME taking early check-ins for the Arizona SWATnet. Anybody else out there?
Doug, N70HW.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
I know you hate hearing me call you again, but I just let you know, you don't really have to change it, but on your audio on the live stream, you've got about a 2-second delay where you're whirled down, then you pick right up. So I don't know what's causing it, but anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that you really don't have to change it for me, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve,
No,
I value all that input because if somebody wasn't, now
that
I don't know why there would be a delay there. How's the latency? Is it about normal or usual?
Yeah, the latency is just as like it always is. It's just fine. It's just that you're real low. I can hear you, but you're real weak. And then a few seconds later, you boom in, and the rest of your conversation is fine. So I've just been monitoring now for about, I don't know, the last 7 or 8 minutes, and it does it for everybody. But just let you know, it could be one little tiny thing there.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll have to.
Oh,
You know
what?
what? I'm
Seeing that now
now that you mention it, I see that
on the level meter, the first couple seconds it is down real low, and then it comes back up. I'm pausing here to see if it's doing it again. No, but I did see that, Steve.
Okay, well, anyway, so I guess if you can see it, you know what's going on. So no big thing there, Doug.
Yeah, well, and it's doing it again there now. Hello.
Hello, there
There it
it
goes.
goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so I know what to look for at least, Steve, based on that. So I'll have to play with it and see what that does. That'll be something I'll have to do offline here. Anyways, anybody else out there?
I stepped away. Who did I miss?
Oh, let's see. I
See, yeah, okay. After Mike, we've got. Here, let me look. See how you are. Is it? I think you're only missing Mike, the WD7R, and I see you picked him up. So I believe they were up to date.
Okay, no problem. Had to get another cup of coffee.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I had to do the same here
This morning as well. Okay, before you got back. All right, anybody else out there? We're up. Number 17 is Mike. Anybody else? Except gearing up to send off any hot air balloons over there that you could see this morning?
No, it's actually been pretty quiet over there, and I'm a little surprised. Usually this time of year it's almost a daily occurrence. So no launches for the past few days. Again, a little surprising.
It's pretty up here.
Yeah, Robert, I think that might be part of it. And also, if the wind is in the wrong direction, if it's like coming out of the north, west, or anything like that, they won't launch because they launch from here and they want a southeast wind to push them up over Doug's area out towards the Marana farm fields out there, which is where they land. So they go up and over the Tucson Mountains, and then out into the West Valley there, and then they'll find some cotton field somewhere out there to land.
Yeah, good Lord, they don't want to land in
the park. Catch a nice saguaro on the way down.
Yeah, that's usually bad.
That's not good for business. Okay,
70 for the Arizona Spotnet, standing by for early check-ins.
Hey Doug, so it's confirmed that that laser system is all about bandwidth. The article or the NASA website said the radio comms are reaching their limit on what they can do bandwidth wise, so that's why they're going to laser. And the instrument, the laser transmitter receiver instrument is your basic 10 gig off center fed dish, but super high tech. And instead of the plain dish, it's a nice optical mirror. So it's but the form factor looks almost exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
wonder.
wonder.
Okay, so you've got a very small point of light being the laser at say a mile away. It's just a pinpoint, but that gradually slowly expands. By the time it gets 10 million miles, I wonder what the diameter of that laser beam is.
Well, I'm sure it's not that big. It's probably, but yeah, you're right. I mean, even the best optical system is you're not gonna launch that thing exactly parallel light. But the dish, the optical mirror dish looks to be about, I don't know, I would say maybe it's about maybe a foot, maybe a foot and a half across. Somewhere between a foot and a half across in diameter. So, by the time it reaches the Earth, I bet it's probably the size of the Earth, or maybe it overfills the Earth a little bit. But I think they would spend a lot of effort making sure that they don't overfill too much, because then you're diluting your power transmission significantly.
Oh, of course. It's just like moon bounce.
By the time it gets out there, depending on your beamwidth, your power density is way down. So that's why I'm saying I wonder. Of course, it's going to be much tighter with the laser beam being so small. But then you start expanding that out. Of course, it's going to be. I guess it's going to be much narrower than any radio beam would be, because you're able to concentrate it and keep it focused more. So, of course, further out you get, you start multiplying that 10 million miles by up to I don't know what Mars is, anywhere from 40 million to 100 over 100 million miles, depending on the position in the orbits between Earth and Mars. So then you got, I would bet they'll be wanting to adapt it to that before too long as well, with all the imagery that's coming down from there.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a Pathfinder mission, but I was just doing some numbers in my head. So at 10 million miles, so if you could align the laser beam to be have a divergence of a few microradians. Let's say it's 1 microradian, so that's 1 times 10 to the minus 6. So that would mean then that if Earth at 10 million miles away, it would be right around 10 miles in diameter. And I'm pretty sure that they can get the divergence off this optical system much lower than a microradian. So I'm guessing, because I'd have to translate that into the wavefront precision, but I'm guessing that now that I think about the numbers, I bet the footprint at 10 million miles on Earth is maybe a mile. So, but then that means the pointing accuracy has to be super precise.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Good
Lord. So then the receiving antenna down here is an optical dish as well, right?
Yeah, they used the Alamar for this first test.
Okay, and so during the day,
you got a lot of noise in there, right?
No, not necessarily. Depends on what frequency or what wavelength you're doing this at. So if they're at the near infrared optical wavelength, the sky is actually pretty dark even in the daytime. And then so you can narrow your bandpass, so you can narrow that down a lot, and then if you know exactly where on the sky you need to look at, you can narrow it spatially as well. So you're only going to get signal over a very, very small patch of sky to a very narrow bandwidth.
Yeah, after
You said that, it makes sense. So, what you're saying, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. So, the interesting technology. And if you thought tracking the moon with a dish was tough, this is going to be even tougher. So, hey, kudos to them for doing that. That's a pretty cool thing. That a mile wide after 10 million miles. That's a pretty narrow beam. So they could really pinpoint something on the moon, and if they had sort of a repeater, you could set up on the moon a transmit site, a laser transmitting device, and then use a repeater sort of setup to so when you're walking around on the moon, you can communicate directly to Earth. And of course, you can't speed up the speed of light, so you still have the delay time, but imagery and such would be pretty phenomenal. I mean, that sounds like you could do 4K.
Oh yeah, no, that's why they're doing this, is to greatly increase the bandwidth. And just so you don't want to tie up the net here, so I'll stop. But just for basic reference, a microradian is 1/5 of an arc second. So that gives you an idea of the precision that we're talking about. So that's not impossible for telescope tracking. But anyway, back to you, Doug. Sorry, I tied up the net here. K7EME, NJ6D.
No, interesting stuff. And I think Barry had a comment.
Was that you, Barry?
No, it was N7VD.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell because Chuck is so strong here.
Go ahead, Robert.
Oh, no problem. Just a quick question, Chuck. Are we seeing the beginnings of the deep space internet?
I think you are, Robert. I think you are.
I kind of thought so. Anyway, very cool. All right, back to net, N7VD.
All right. Well, we have some time there.
So maybe there's some more check-ins. K7EME.
And not hearing anybody, so I'm going to swing out more towards
the west. Let's see if anybody's out that way. K7EME. Looking around for more check-ins out to the west and northwest. K7EME.
I heard something in there. Let me move the antenna
A bit more. QRZ, K7EME.
Yeah, must have been my ears.
K7EME for the Arizona Spotnet, standing by for early check-ins.
Doug, there is somebody out there.
Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, now I'm hearing it again. Okay, QRZ.
QRZ, everybody listen up. Is that you, John? PC6FDH?
There's a double there, Doug.
Yeah, good copy, John. Sounding good. Anything for the net, over? Oh, yeah, really appreciate it, and great copy right now, so very cool. So, what you been up to out there, over?
I spent last week Thanksgiving up with my kids in Northern Cal, and other than that, running around and doing big competitions.
Right. happy holidays to you. If I don't talk to you again for a while. Anyway, Doug, back to that. K70ME and 780.
Okay, yeah, that was John. I
We picked up on you now, John. Finally, happy post Thanksgiving to you, and sounds like you haven't been on much. So that means you've been busy with family stuff, probably, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, the path down here isn't as good as usual, but I could hear you in there, but the antenna just was off. And my antennas are compromised right now. We're working on that. We'll get them after the first of the year, get things going a little bit better out here. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you later.
Yeah, okay. And
Chuck, did you want to? Was that you?
Yeah, I'm trying to let me get a signal report from John.
yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, John, KC6SEH, November Juliet 6 Delta, NJ6D. How copy, John? Yeah, Roger, John. Yeah, you came down a lot too. You're about now less than S1, but still copyable. Earlier, when you were just talking to Doug, you came up quite a bit, so there must have been some help along the way. So, anyway, just checking how the new antenna is working in your direction. I don't think we've made a contact since I had the antenna up in the air. So, 73's John, KC6SEH, NJ6D. Yeah, Doug, I may have lost him.
Yeah, okay. All right. 7-3's John. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, boy, that was not a good path.
Usually he's much stronger than that. All right. Well, sounds good. Let me see if we got some more check-ins here. I see Ken is out there. W7KZM.
Good morning, Doug. Yes, good morning. Thank you. I just wanted to say, just by the last to step down, and I could hear John just down in the noise. That's pretty amazing. I've got my little halo that Robert put me onto, and that's a little antenna. For a little antenna, that's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you for last week offering to take a look at my TE Systems amplifier. I tried to get the guy to send it back to me, you know, with paying for the shipping and all that, but he wasn't having any of that for some reason, so it's either get angry and get about $200 worth of amplifier that needs repair, or just forget about it, you know, rather than have a heart attack over it. So anyway, I wanted to thank you for that. Whiskey 7 kilos to the mic, K7EMA.
Okay, Ken. Well, we'll
see how it all plays out there, and hopefully you'll get it back. And maybe he's just busy, but maybe he'll you lit a little bit of a fire, and he'll get going and get it sorted out for you. So good luck with that. And we got you on the list there. So thanks for checking in, Ken.
Roger on that. I doubt that. I think the guy's jail or something like that. We had a chat on the radio, and he says he sends it back. That'd be as good for him as it was for me. And that's the last thing I've ever heard from him. Over.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
Well, let us know how that works out. Boy, that sounds not so good.
Pretty frustrating, but I'm trying to let it go rather than get angry about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes things
are just out of our hands, and you got to do that. but hopefully it'll work out positively in the end there. All right. Well, let's see. Anybody else out there?
All right, I'm going to swing the antenna the other direction, and we'll
Head out to the northeast. Let's see if we've got anybody out that way. K7 EME.
And let's head over more toward
across the mountain here to Tucson. Anybody out that way? Pete, you out there?
All right, and we're just about as far around to the
southeast as we can go there with the Mountain Way K7 EME.
Okay, I must have doubled with him. Yeah,
Go
ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, quick QSC for you, Doug. Do not update OBS. I updated it this morning and it's broke now, so I have to sort it out.
I saw that. Whoops, I overshot.
Phoenix there. I saw that update version 3.0 or whatever it was, and I hesitated. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, it's complaining now. It won't start the live stream for me and saying something about video drivers, blah, blah, blah. So, not going to sort it out right now. Probably have to wait until I get back, but don't do it yet.
Okay, I will. Sometimes old is
better than new. I hate updates anyway. You never know, especially those Windows updates. But so far, with the Flex here, I have not had the dreaded comport reassignment. So, yeah, knock on wood now that I said that. I see Warren is out there. K7CWA. Good morning.
Warren, are you listening
on the radio?
Yep, I'm on the radio, and I'll be here.
Okay, sounds good. You are lucky number 20.
I'm sorry, what was about this morning?
I said you're lucky number 20 on the list.
Oh, okay. I'm watching for it to show up, and it is number 20. Okay. That's about right for me.
You on the list. It's so nice to have everything concentrated on one screen. I can see, the lurkers and everybody. It's just all right there. So it works much more smoothly now. I'm trying to keep up with things a little better. And I see Troy now is on that list. WA7ELN. Good morning to you, Troy.
Earlier to ask Chuck, how much power are they running on the laser beam?
That's a good question.
Chuck, what kind of power were they running on that?
It doesn't take much.
That was a double.
Go ahead, Chuck.
I don't know the number, Troy. I'll see if I can't find the number before the end of the net, but I don't think it's as much as you think. It doesn't take much.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Anyway, yeah, I'm here.
All right, sounds good, Troy. I moved the antenna
over on you there, and you're moving strong right now. Anyway, so thanks for checking in. We'll get back around to you there, and let's see, anybody else out there?
Good morning, Dave. K7SWK.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Doug. How you doing today? I all is well, and that you didn't eat too much turkey, and I think I heard from the last week that you finally made some antenna repairs. Is that correct?
Yeah, okay, yep. The
He
turkey went down very nicely.
and had a great time over with one of my kids there, so that was good. How about you?
Yeah, got together with a lot of family. Actually, somebody different stepped up to the plate this year that hadn't previously did, or at least in the last 20 years or something like that. I was surprised to find out that they had like 56 people over there. 3 turkeys, and oh my, entrees were just staggering. So, needless to say, I didn't eat too much yesterday.
All right,
56 people. No, yikes.
yikes.
Didn't have anything like that. Just kind of a smallish gathering up on Mount Lemmon. So that was that's how I like it. I don't 56 people. I would I wouldn't enjoy that probably too much. Gosh, that's quite a table you got to set, and a bunch of turkeys too. All right, you're going to be able to stick around, right?
Yeah, I'll stick around. And by the way, you got a good S9 signal coming into Phoenix this morning. My end, even with my little feeding antenna.
Well, very good. Yeah, I've got you at S6. So good copy this morning, and no problem whatsoever. A little bit at USB, but that happens no matter what. All right, sounds good, Dave. Got you there at number 22. Anybody else out there? This is K7EME standing by for any further check-ins. Waiting around till start time in about 15 minutes. K7EME.
Hello, Doug.
How you doing over there?
Hold up.
What did you get together with your friend Mary for Thanksgiving, or what were you up to?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, just a sec here. I'm gonna swing over your way.
When we're a little bit here and get you a little bit stronger. I had you right in the null there, Pete. Okay, so how was your Thanksgiving?
We always just kind of hung out and watched TV and stuff like that there.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, that's the best kind. Just hanging out and digesting the meal and just making it easy. I watched a little bit of basketball, and I didn't watch the football game that was on, but we were watching Arizona play, and that was nice to see them play. And anyway, it was a good time. So we've got you down on the list, and while I'm over that way, I'm going to see if anybody else has come around. Anybody up to the Southeast, K7EME? No. So we'll move back up toward the Phoenix area here with the antenna. K7EME.
Who is
Who-
it?
I got the information for up there while you're moving the antenna.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've already moved it.
But,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm getting some downloads from that website this morning. They appear to be not going too quickly for some reason, like they're still having trouble, but I didn't know if you wanted to try and do some of those downloads while that's going on. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. I'll go back in the woodwork at the 879.
Yeah, did you get that, Chuck?
Oh, sorry. No, I went for a coffee refill. I missed all of that.
All right. I think Troy said, is that, Troy, were you talking about the manual
download there
from what we were talking about last night?
Yeah, I just downloaded one right now. It kind of started and it stopped and then it started again, but it does appear to be working. So, Chuck, I thought maybe while you're drinking coffee there and waiting for the next to get going, you might try downloading the manual.
I will try that. I'll go do that as I lurk here in the background. So, yep. Sorry about that, Doug. I thought I had a moment there to step out.
No worries at all. Things have kind of hit a lull in check-ins, K7 Emmys.
Well, this hour of the morning, I could probably use more caffeine too, maybe 871.
It's called Holiday Burnout, WFIRCQ.
Oh, and it's only Thanksgiving yet here.
Roger. Well, I had a crowd for a week and I loved it, but I gotta admit, the peace and quiet's kind of nice.
Oh yeah. There's nothing like peace and quiet and just letting the time go by without any company. I hear you what you're saying.
My dad used to say that the two happiest days in a grandparent's life were the day the grandkids came and the day the grandkids went home.
Okay.
Well, I understand the going home part, especially when they're younger. All that energy. It's crazy for guys to us older folks to get past that 5-year-old or so 4-year-old energy. Boy, mine are 10 and 8 now, and so it's a lot easier to handle that.
Luckily, I don't have any babies even at the great-grandchild level, but, man, are they so full of energy. Even my daughter is in her 60s now, has a lot more energy than I do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, but I imagine she's not running around screaming at the top of her lungs, though, right?
No, I don't think I could handle that. I'd probably go hide in the bedroom or in the ham shack.
Yeah, I tell you what, you can only be jumped on and bounced on and banged around just so much with those little guys. But it's fun. Go home, or when you're driving home after visiting, and you go, okay, now you can appreciate what my mom and dad went through when my kids were little. Anyway, K7EME still standing by for early check-ins. Just a few more minutes left to go here. Good morning, Barry. KC7BEQ. How are you doing? Happy post Thanksgiving. You're light, little bit of aircraft enhancement there, I think, right at the beginning, but good copy. You're not banging in here, but no problem. Go ahead, Barry.
I just wanted to announce that, besides this week, it's going to be a busy weekend. Besides the ham test, it's also not just my one. Forward. It starts Friday, so I
Okay, Barry, I missed a little bit of that, but I believe you said something about the ham fest. You're going to be you are going to be at the ham fest. Okay, boy, we took a big fade. Let's see, Jerry, were you copying? Jerry, were you copying Barry there?
no, I wasn't, Doug. I had the big fade like you did.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay,
Robert. I was going to ask you next.
Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, Barry's looks like he's part of the Skywarn network, and they're having a recognition day, 5 p.m. Friday to 5 p.m. Saturday. Is that correct there, Barry?
That is correct. That's correct. Yes. Yeah, pretty good Tucson. I'll be running Tucson. After we'll be running Peter's network. This is the first on the west. Out on 6. We need to have two going on too as well. One on the canal east. And also one off the 446
Okay, very good. Anyway, for those of you in Tucson, they'll be on the year's network 147.16. Anyway, check in, and that's what they're just basically having a recognition day there, Doug. Over.
Okay, very good. Yes, I can hear that repeater over this way. And when is that recognition day?
Did you copy that, Doug?
No. Please relay it.
Yeah, it's this Friday, coming up Friday, 5 p.m. till 5 p.m. on Saturday, 24 hours. And just check in and I'll give you your weather report there, over.
Okay, interesting. Yes,
Well,
I have a little
handheld, and I will. I hear that
repeater pretty well. I will have to tune that in and take a listen. And if I could check in, I'll do that. Sounds good. That repeater is up on me, and I can copy that, I believe, pretty well over here. Thanks for that information, Barry. I'm really sorry. You started out pretty good there, and then the QSB kind of took over. But I appreciate that there. So 7 3s, and thank you for that. I'll take a listen.
Very good. Thank you. And thank you all for have a good rest of the day.
Oh, okay. Well, now I heard every word you said right then. Go figure. All right. Thanks a lot, Barry. Okay, with that, I'm going to go top off my soda, and I'll be back, Robert.
Check me in, Robert.
Well, okay, Mr. Mayor. WX7G and 7VD, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. A little bit slow on the get home today. There was a line at Starbucks.
Oh, yeah. It's cold out there. I'm sure a lot of people are not only getting coffee, but hot chocolate. Over.
Roger on that. You know, one nice thing about checking in towards the bottom of the list is you get to listen to everybody that way.
Well, that's true, but you missed some interesting stuff while we've been checking stuff with people in there. Over.
Yeah, I missed the first page. That's all right. All right. Thanks for checking me in. WX7G. Back to listening. Waiting my turn.
Very good, Jim. All right, this is November 7 Victor Delta for the SWAT net. Anybody else want to check in, please call now.
All right. Well, we'll get things going here, and
A bright, beautiful morning this morning in this down here near Tucson. And I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving holiday there. So with that, we'll get things rolling. Good morning again, and welcome to the Arizona Sidewinders on 2Net. This net is open to all amateurs, and we meet every Sunday morning at 1530 Zulu, taking early check-ins at 15, well, even 14:30 or so for the early bird. My name is Doug. I am K7EME, located about 20 or so miles west, roughly west and northwest of Tucson. Next valley over, and we're running legal limit to a large antenna array covering hopefully all of Arizona and into the surrounding states. The purpose of this net is to encourage VHF and higher band activity through the Southwest. And for more information, you can please check our website, which is az-swat.net, and that's sponsored by Robert N7BD, who is also running the NetLogger portion of this net, where you can monitor the live check-in list and post messages to us if you need us to look your way, for example, if we're not hearing you as you try to check in. So we're now going to start taking a look around the compass and seeing if we have any further check-ins. And I'm going to start out to the northwest and west. K7EME for the Arizona SWAT net. Any check-ins?
Listen hard for Utah.
Yeah, I see that. I'm wondering, I see KF7 TPO up there is online. Looking up toward Utah, K7EME. Any of you guys up there listening hard here? Not hearing anything. Hopefully maybe you guys are possibly hearing a little bit of the RF from this end, but nice to see your listening online. Let's see, heading back more toward the northwest, K7EME. Swinging over to the northeast, K7 Echo Mike Echo for the Arizona Swot Net. And we'll take a look out to the east and southeast, K7EME. Boy, I wish my noise level was as good as it is over toward the east. My noisiest direction is up toward where most everybody is at. Anyway, so there we go. Again, good morning, everybody, and like I say, hopefully we all had a nice Thanksgiving holiday here, and looking forward to more to come as we get closer to December here. A reminder on the live stream, and Steve has posted the link up to that on the instant messaging column there on NetLogger. So thank you for that, Steve. You can also get it on YouTube by doing just a word search of AZ and then SWOT, SWOT, and Sunday. AZ space SWOT space Sunday. And if you want, you can throw the date in here, but just check when the windows come up for the proper date, and you'll have us on the live stream. So we'll we're doing that every Sunday now. Hamfest coming up December 2nd. The Superstition Hamfest next Saturday. Earlier, there was a little bit of a forecast of rain, which seems to have moved up to Friday. So hopefully we'll have a little bit better, a little more time, although it held off last year. I think, who was it? Troy was reminding me that last night that it rained right at the end of that, around 9 o'clock or so. The rain held off. It was threatening, and then boom, it hit. But at least we had a couple hours of time before we all scattered toward the nearest restaurant, and everybody was trying to cover all their equipment all at once. I remember that. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better this time around. Anyways, with that, we'll get things started here, and I'll start with our NetLogger commander there, Robert. You take it away, and what's going on with you? Go ahead.
Before I get started, you got a couple extra guys, A1K and Mike, KD5 and LP. You want to get them in?
Absolutely. Mike, go ahead, KD5 NLP. We'll get you on the list. Okay, good. And Jack, how are you doing this morning up there in Chino Valley? Okay, Jack's probably monitoring online, but anyways, we'll get him squared away there if he comes in later on here. I know he's got the 432 group coming up here at 9 o'clock. So Jack, if you're copying, just check in and say a few words if you'd like. All right, go ahead, Robert.
Okay, K7EME in the SWOT net. This is November 7, Victor Delta. Robert over here in Northeast Mesa. SWOT number 3051. And good evening, good morning to everybody. And anyway, let's see what we have.
Got you there, John.
Well, yesterday the 6-meter band opened out very, very nicely to Hawaii. Made 3 cycle sideband contacts pretty quick. Thanks for Jay N1AV for the alert there. But it lasted, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And anyway, went down, and after I couldn't hear anybody on sideband anymore, went over to FT8 and saw some folks that didn't get involved in that one. But it was a very nice opening. I mean, we're talking the guy 100 watts in the vertical, S9. That's how good it was. So anyway, got my Starlink internet system hooked up and running. It's quite compact. I'm very impressed with it, and it gives me tremendous much more throughput than the old DSL from CenturyLink. So that was interesting, and it's quiet. I don't hear anything, and I've even run power on the low bands, and the antennas go right over the top of it, and so no interference. So we're quite happy with the whole system. Other than that, that's about it. So we'll get back to.
Yeah, okay, Robert.
I got to see one
of those
set
setups. My
it's
kids
this
are
place
still
up on
talking
Mount
about them, and
they just
were
were hooking
hooking
up
up one of those
units just like what you have, and they don't have the best of the sky up there, but and they're going to move the antenna a little bit, but it works really well. And I was very impressed with the streaming that they had, even without it working at its potential there. So the very cool system that they have now. And small. I had anticipated it being somewhat bigger than that, but bigger right up. It's a very lightweight unit. Anyways, so sounds good. And Jack is in there. Jack, I know you got to get off to the 432 group. Did you want to say a few words on this?
Yeah, good morning, Doug. I think I got it now. New radios, you know, I had the wrong button pushed here, and the mic was coming into the feed in the back instead of the front, so I had to push the USB and not the data USB. So seems like it's working out. Just to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Won't be here too long. I'll stick around for a few minutes if anybody wants a quick contact, and I'll try and get down later after the 432 net. So again, back to you, Doug, and K7EME in the group AI1K.
Hey, very good, Jack.
You got to tell us what new radio you have up there.
It's not brand new. It's just the 991, and just not used to the mic being switchable from the front to the back. So when you go on data, it feeds everything through the back, and you don't have to listen to the speaker and the mic. But you do have to talk. Push the USB only, not the data button. Doug, over.
Yeah.
So many choices nowadays. Yeah, you gotta be more on top of it. That's for sure. And I hear you there. All right, well, come on back down and say hi when you get up on 432. We'll look forward to that. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Where am I now? Oh, Jerry, you are first on the list after Robert there. So let's get you in here, get our solar report. And Jerry, I understand that there is quite a spectacular group of sunspots. I actually saw a picture of that in the, I guess you would call it the northwest quadrant of the sun. As they're rotating around into view. And tell us all about that group. It sounds like there could be some interesting things in our solar future here in the near term. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, good morning, Doug, in the group. K7EME, W5RCQ, Jerry in Sun City, SWAT number 3662. Yeah, well, last week I was bemoaning the fact that the sunspot peaks were dying off, and we were down to 2 spots on the far edge of the sun, and I was never going to see 200 number in sunspots. Well, the sun is back. There are 12 groups of spots up there right now. The sunspot number is 179, not 200 yet, but 179, and the 10.7 centimeter number is 176. Really, really good. Been a couple of G1, G2 storms over the last day, some more coming, and there's that sunspot you were talking about, really, really big spot, AR 3500. The Delta maybe some X-class flares, and it is as big a spot as the one that caused the big storm 22 years ago. So if I were everybody else, I would unplug any kind of really sensitive receivers or maybe even preamps in case that sunspot spews out a big one towards us. I'm not an astronomer by any means, but I have become sort of enamored with watching sunspots. And one of the things I think is very interesting that I don't think most of us really realize, and I didn't until fairly recently, that every time we have an event on the sun, there's actually almost two events. There's the wave that comes and takes 8 seconds to get here, 8 seconds at the speed of light from the sun to us. And then the particles, the CMEs, they're about 3 days later. So there's actually two things that happen, one after another, and I think that's kind of neat. So who knows? We may get some really, really good stuff. And as Doug already mentioned, we had a pretty good opening into Hawaii, and Hawaii on 6 meters is kind of tough to get, so you got to take advantage of it. And when I was doing my WAS on 6 meters, I had 3 Hawaiians, and none of them would respond with a QSL card. But finally, I talked to a guy, and he did, and everything was wonderful. Okay, Doug already mentioned the Saturday swap meet, and mentioned the fact that the rain forecast for Saturday has been rolled back to, to Friday. So hopefully we'll all go, and it'll be dry, and it'll be a great swap meet. And hey, we're all really, really wanting rain, but not on Saturday swap meet day. So with that, back to you, Doug, M7EM8 W5RCQ.
Okay, Jerry. Yeah, definitely. Especially after last year, the 2 years in a row would not be fair. Definitely, and I sure am looking forward to that. Al is going to ride up with me, and maybe even Troy. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll try to get a contingent from Tucson going up there. Of course, Chuck's going to be down in the southern hemisphere again, doing his job down there. But anyway, we'll be looking forward to seeing a bunch of you guys up there. And so sounds good. Let's see. Next is K7ZYP. Speaking of Al, and so over to you, Al.
Good morning, Doug and the group. K7ZYP here. Got a message for Barry there, real quick, if I could.
Go right ahead.
V4MA, K7ZYP. You listen, Barry?
Roger, go ahead, Al.
Yeah, thank you for the email, Barry, but I don't believe I'll be able to take advantage of that. I would send you an email back, but I'm getting a new computer tomorrow. My present computer isn't allowing me to do some things, and the email happens to be one of them. I can look at them, read them, but I can't send one out, so it doesn't have enough space on it. So sorry about that. So, yeah, thank you for thinking of me. Over.
Roger, no problem. Thanks for letting me know.
All right. Anyway, back to the rest of the net here. Thank you, Barry. Not much going on. Had a real nice Thanksgiving. It was pretty quiet. Daughter and her boyfriend came down. We ate turkey and stuff. Very good food. And I watched a lot of football. Really enjoyed the games yesterday. And I don't know. Looking forward to them. To the playoff games coming up here. So, let's see here. Did a little bit of radio listening. And I did not know that you can have a net on 17 meters. I thought you weren't allowed to do that sort of stuff. I know you can't do contesting on there, but I thought you couldn't have a net on there, but I heard a net on there yesterday. Ole Miss net. Anyway, if somebody has more information on that, you can let me know at some time. I don't care. Not important. Let's see, did get some rain. That was very interesting. So, anyway, I'll go ahead and say 7-3 for now and throw it back to the net. This K7 ZYP, Delta Mike 41. Back to you, Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Very
you do. Well, it sounds like you've been doing a little bit of radio work there anyways. I'm not aware of any net restrictions on any of the bands. Not sure if there is any. Maybe 60 meters where you've only got a few channels there. But I haven't heard of anything. Maybe somebody else could comment on that. I'm not up to all the rules there as far as that goes, but I've not heard of anything myself. Anyways, sounds good. Looking forward to riding up with you there on Saturday, Hal. And so with that, let's go over to Steve and 7THW and see what he's got going on there. Steve, go ahead.
K7EME in the group. N7THW, SWAT number 3663 in East Mesa. And good Sunday morning, everyone. You, Doug, too, obviously. And had a great Thanksgiving. Had a house full of family here, and 10 of us. And I smoked 16-pound turkey on the Traeger. Oh, it came out so good. It was crispy on the outside and juicy, the white meat on the inside. And that's the good news. The bad news is no leftovers. So I decided to go buy another turkey, and Thursday I'm going to smoke it again, so we have leftovers and stuff to store and freeze. Anyway, the weather's been great. Been out doing a lot of biking and walking with the YL. Just enjoying life. Haven't really done a whole lot of anything else, so it's kind of just fun to have fun, I guess. Hopefully I'll see everybody at the swap meet, ham fest coming up. Hopefully we can get some spaces together somewhere. So anyway, we'll figure that out, I guess. All for now, K7EME in the group, and 7THW 73.
Okay, sounds good, Steve. Well, enjoy life and enjoy that other turkey. Sounds good. You got it all set up to do that. You might as well do an extra one. The disadvantage of going somewhere else for Thanksgiving is that you don't get the leftovers. So there you go. Smart thinking there, Steve. You have a good one, and we'll be talking with you, I'm sure, during the week. There. Next on your list is K7BNE, Vince up there. So Vince, get us up to date on what's going on with you.
Thanks, Doug. K780 Vince Palm Hills, 2670. I've been talking about the bands. I've been having some pretty good luck on 60 meters here in the wee hours between like 3 and 5 a.m. here lately. Seems to be opening up. I think that's kind of another one of those magic bands that you never know, but it's been pretty good here. And up until yesterday, conditions weren't that great. The K-index was a little high, but I was surprised he's still getting it in. And we're using that end-fed, which, by the way, I told you last week that the swirl I had it attached to fell over. I went down there, and that swirl was in great shape except for the last about 3 feet where it was totally rotten and it just fell over. And that thing was still working, even though half of it was laying on the ground. So I just stuck a piece of reed rod down there. It's the bottom end's about 4 feet off the ground, and the lead end is about 30 feet off the ground. And that thing works pretty well, so I'm not touching the thing. But if anybody's interested on DX, the Solomon Islands, if anybody doesn't have that, there's an expedition out there, Hotel 44 Whiskey Alpha, and they're working all bands, all modes. They'll be there till the 29th. So if anybody doesn't have the Solomon Islands, there's a chance. And like I talked to you before, Doug, I told you I want to get down and watch the monster because he's out there by himself. Well, I went down there and I thought, what the heck's around his neck? Well, he's dragging about a 35-foot long piece of one of my radio wires around the yard. He found it in the yard, dug it up, and pulled it out. Was dragging it all over the yard, having a good old time. So you can't leave these guys unsupervised when they're that young, I guess, because they'll find something sooner or later. And roger that on Robert with Starlink. It's interesting. And I agree with him. I had CenturyLink about 5 years ago, and every year they were promising higher speeds. We're going to get optics in and all that stuff. And the best I could do was 3 megabits. And if I try to go back to them now, it's 1.5. I can't believe they can survive with that. With Cox giving me, I don't have the best deal with Cox, but I'm still getting about 250. So how CenturyLink could even offer internet service at that speed is beyond me. But real quick, Doug, with you, this morning I was watching the full moon set, and I was thinking, even when we were working Green Cube, it was pretty easy to get into Russia and even the Ukraine and all that on Green Cube. So I imagine with you doing EME on that, you must have been able to pretty much hit everybody over there. No, back to you.
You bet.
The coverage, of course, from the moon back to the Earth, it's the highest satellite we've got, and so the ground footprint is pretty large there, Vince. So we're not limited by the footprint on EME. There, go ahead.
Yeah, as I figured on this morning, I was wondering if you might have been out there. It said at about a little bit before 6 o'clock, but it was a nice full moon. I'm thinking, boy, it'd be easy to bounce over into Asia. And that if we can hit it off Green Cube, and it's only a minuscule amount in altitude compared to where the moon is, must be pretty good. But yeah, but other than that, like I say, I just gotta keep an eye on the little guy. He's gaining about 3.5 pounds a week now. So pretty soon he'll be probably ripping copper plumbing out of the ground. I'll have to deal with that too. Back to you, Doug.
Okay, I've had a similar experience with my HF dipole when the rope came loose that keeps it up. There's a pulley up there on the center mast, and it drooped down over the corral, one leg of it, and I went out there, and the donkeys were having great fun with that wire. Oh my God, it was twisted up, chewed up in pieces, and needless to say, they had a lot of fun helping me with my 75 meter antenna there. So yeah, I feel your pain. Anyways, let's see. Speaking of move outs, you know what? I'm going to move Barry up here because I see it's getting almost 9 o'clock. So Chuck, we'll stand by just a sec here. Let's get Barry. Barry, you have some stuff for sale, some great test equipment at really good prices. A noise figure meter if you want to work with measuring and tuning preamps and that sort of thing. So he's got some tremendous deals there. So I just wanted to tell Barry about that. And Barry, I have the first of my 1296 pellets finished, soldered that up yesterday and ready to do some bias adjustments and check the tuning on the input. But I should be back on 1296 with at least the first pallet back in the for the new amplifier, but I'll be testing them in the old amplifier as time goes on here. So Barry, go ahead and we'll get you off to 432 here. Go ahead.
Roger, Doug. T7EME, the 4MA Portable 7. Yeah, very good. I've got some test equipment. I guess I'll list it up on the Slack channel maybe, and anyway, just working away on that 200 plus watt 10 gig PA. Got some filament voltage, and I'm still trying to figure out what they were trying to do with the control system. They had kind of a soft start thing there, but I don't see how it ever worked, so I'm not sure what's going on. Reverse engineering for drawings that don't exist. So anyway, that's what we're up to. A little bit cooler yesterday. I didn't wear my shorts as much as I didn't have one all day. Let's put it that way. So anyway, back to you, K7EME, the 4MA, and we'll see you on 1296 before long.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, at the Hamfest next week, you guys will all be able to recognize Barry because he'll be the only one with shorts on. have coming from Canada. Anyway, catch you later, Barry. Thanks for coming by. Now we'll get Chuck, NJ6D. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Doug, or good evening. Good morning, Doug, and the rest of that. Let's see, main thing right now that's happening in my world is just preparing for my trip down to Chile, hop on the airplane tomorrow morning, and we'll be down there through the 15th, so I'll unfortunately miss the Superstition Fest this time around. But yeah, I talked to Doug, and looking for a 10 gig mixer, but we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, Thanksgiving was quiet, but did the traditional bird on the grill. It came out really nice. Had some my mom over, so it was went and visited some neighbors our new neighbors down the hill, and he's the one that loaned me the trailer for our expedition up to the north earlier, and we Doug and I and Joel Katie6X, I think if I get the call right. We all went up there and rescued some antenna hardware and an aluminum tower and threw that on the back of the trailer and brought it home. So it's in my yard for materials, basically. So if someone got various aluminum parts, so some good parts for a 2-meter antenna. So if someone's interested in putting together a good 2-meter antenna, we could probably help support that. Already talked about the NASA laser thing. That was pretty cool. Had a milestone, radio milestone yesterday with my first EME contact on 2 meters. So that was a good thing. And let's see, Station Gremlins are still paying a visit here. My ACOM HF 6-meter amplifier, the vacuum relay froze up on it, so on the transmit side. So it's offline, so I'm a little compromised. So I've got a service ticket in with DX Engineering and ACOM. It's still under warranty, so we'll get it fixed. And Troy, the manual downloads are working, so I've downloaded a bunch of manuals on the Spectrum Analyzer. And Barry, if you're still listening, plug it in. It comes to life. It looks like a little lever band switch thing. Needs a little bit of lubrication and some attention. And then lastly, Doug, out here in our neck of the woods, we got about a little over 2/100 of an inch of rain yesterday. So a good amount for us. It was kind of unexpected. It was surprised waking up in the morning and having it drizzling out of the sky. So that's about it for now, Doug. Over to you. K7EME in the group, NJ6D.
Alrighty, Chuck. Yeah, it was pleasant to do that. Of course, it was right at the moment it was raining pretty. It wasn't drizzling. It was actually coming down pretty good right when I had to get the garbage can down the driveway and out to the street for the Saturday pickup, of course. And then as soon as I got back inside, it quit. Murphy's Law on all of that. And congratulations on that 2-meter EME contact. Franco, Italy 2 Fox Alpha Kilo was one of my first, I believe he was my second, but certainly in the first 3 or 4 contacts. And Franco has such a huge array. It's worth it, you guys, just to look at his QRZ page. He's got something like a 16 Yagi array there over in Italy, and he can hear and work very small stations, and is happy to make schedules with folks that would like to try their hand at EME, and you can do that even without a fancy elevated antenna system that you can track the moon with. You just simply wait for the moon to pop over the horizon and aim straight at it, and use, I think it's JT65 still they use on 2 meters, but at least take a listen. And but Franco is always up for making contacts. And if you have anything over 100, 150 watts or so that you can run on digital there, and a medium-sized Yagi, there's a good chance that with a little bit of luck and timing it at the nation, the best moon conditions happen. There's 1 or 2 days a month. If you have any questions about that, and you'd like to try it, a number of us can get you aimed in the right direction with all the information you need as to when what day of the. All right, moving along. Let's see, where are we at, Jim? W780F. You're next up at bat. Go ahead, Jim. How was your Thanksgiving? I'm sure you guys did a big neighborhood thing up there, I bet.
Oh, yeah, good morning, Doug and the group at W780F here. Yeah, we did. Our neighbors had, I don't know, 37 people or so over there, so it was a lot of people, a lot of food, a good time for sure. Yeah, then working, I got my new rotator up there that you gave up to me. Really good, great time with the noisy TV and rotating them. Sometimes I do check I'm also trying to get using on 222. I'm using my 10-foot 590 CIF on it. It's a little stuff. I thought I could go on that 5 watts, and I got a new 222 garage ground facing amp that will take 4 watts from that. Working on some solutions to that. Robert's got some solutions to that, and on that. So I'm kind of looking into that. So, yeah, maybe that's about it from here. Everything else is doing good. So back to you, Doug. K7EME and the group, W7ADF.
All right, Jen. Well, sounds good. Everything getting 222 up and going there again. And so you've been busy, and I'm looking forward to hearing you guys on 222 again. I'm going to have the full array back up eventually, and with a new rotor myself, they're down the line here, hopefully in the springtime, and it'll be nice to join you guys again on that band. It's a great band, a little bit less noisy than 2 meters, and yet the same sort of propagation that you see on 2 meters. So it's a great band. It's amazing how much a little bit less noise makes your ability to hear everybody so much better. All right, well, let's see. We'll get Steve, W7WHB, in here. And Steve, I imagine you had your Thanksgiving with your daughter and son. Is that right? Up there in the Gilbert area? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Doug and the group. This is Steve, Whiskey 7 with the Hotel Bravo here in Gilbert, Arizona, Swot number 3697. And yes, the son and daughter were here. A brother was here with his wife. We had some friends over, and a house full of people. And we ate turkey, and we rested and ate more turkey, and ate more of everything else. And it's just been I don't know, eating time, that's what it is. Anyway, it was all capped off by the fact that the daughter caught something the day before Thanksgiving, and she spent 2 or 3 days in bed. So she didn't even eat with the rest of us. She was sick, and she just got over it yesterday. So she's been home for the entire week period from college there, but half of her time has been in bed. So it's been kind of sour for her. But she's doing okay now, so that's what matters. Other than that, we've been pretty busy with club activities here. 10 meter is 1010 is going strong. propagation has been pretty good for 10 meters. And speaking of propagation, I woke up early this morning, and we had a knack to get on the radio for some reason, and lo and behold, I get on and 2 meters at 6 o'clock in the morning, 2 meter FTAs is going. And I did make a contact, one contact in Texas, but I got all these signals, and I'm going, how come I can't reach them? And I'm on the horizontal side, so I think that's what prevented me from making a whole lot of contacts. But we could sure see the signals and hear them out there. They were doing good. Other than that, that's all we got going there, Doug. Good to hear everybody today. Everybody's sounding good today on this end, so we'll turn it back over to you. K7EME, this is W7WHB.
Okay, Steve, did you say 10 meter or 2 meter FT8?
2 meter. 2 meter FT8 was booming at 6 o'clock in the morning.
On 2 meters, on
174, 144, 174?
Yes, sir, that's the one.
And Texas and
What else were you hearing?
A lot of stations up around Chicago and Illinois, and I also looked at the weather map, and I'm going, well, there's storms up in there, so those signals must be hopping around through there. But I had Illinois coming in, there was an Ohio station that was on there, and I picked up there was 2-3 stations in Texas, and I got one of the ones in Texas.
Oh my gosh! Well, that
is incredible. So what drew you to 2 meters on this? I'm gonna have to check that out and monitor. I think I'll let things run and see what. That's incredible. Well, thanks for that report. Definitely that is news. So sounds good there, Steve. I appreciate hearing about that, so I can monitor that. Let's see, K7HAM. We'll shoot across the neighborhood there to Lynn and see how he's doing. Go ahead, Lynn. Okay, stand by, sir.
HAM, Lynn and Gilbert. Ooh, I got sniffles. And squad number 3717, and I can concur with Steve. I didn't get on 2 meters. I was on 40 meters this morning. But I saw the little bar. There were only 2 bars on Grid Tracker. One was on 40 and one was on 2. And I thought about shifting over to 2, and I'm going like, well, I don't have my 9700 set up for FT8, and I'd be horizontal like Steve was. And but it definitely showed activity. I think there was, according to Grid Track, there was like 65 stations or something like that were on. So it was popping this morning pretty early. I was on around 5:30, and I saw it peaking up there. But it's coming around. Other than that, nice quiet Thanksgiving. I played it safe. We went to a restaurant, so I didn't have to worry about leftovers or eating too much. So it was a good proportion, and I wasn't hungry, but I wasn't overstuffed either. Other than that, not much else going on. Looking forward to the Hamfest this weekend, and hopefully we'll see some of you guys up here, and hopefully the weather will be nice. So with that, we'll shoot it back down here to you, Doug. K7EME, K7HAM.
All right, very good, Lynn. Sounds good. I'm glad that's not a bad idea either, is to go grab a Thanksgiving meal at one of the local restaurants, and not having to deal with cleaning everything up is a big plus. Well, sounds good. Right before you started transmitting, I heard from our friend Serge up there in Las Vegas, and let's see how the propagation is this morning. Serge, KT6KT, Las Vegas, go ahead. All right, Serge. Thank you for the report. You are about an S2 right now. About just an S2 or so above the noise level. Go ahead.
Good copy here.
Yeah, good morning to you again, Serge. Solid copy. Chuck wants to give you a call. Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, he took a fade on me, but we'll try it. KT6KT, KT6KT, November, Juliet 6 Delta, NJ 60. Surge, any copy today? KT6KT, KT6KT, November, Juliet 6 Delta, NJ 60. Any copy today, Surge?
No copy on
Chuck today, Serge. Okay. Well, for me, you're picking up a little bit. Now you're up to about an S3. Anybody else got a copy on Serge? Like to work him? Over.
Hey, Doug, let me try one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, KT6KT, KT6KT for me, Surge. How copy? Roger. The 1 by 1. You are 5x3, Delta Mike 42, NJ 60. Over.
Okay, you guys made it. And anybody else?
73, Surge. 73. Thank you very much. Over.
Okay, and anyone else? Last call. All right,
That's it. I'm just saying, 73, Serge, 73.
All right, very good. Let's
see.
let me
We're
get
back
back
on
on
track here, and nice to get Serge in there. Gosh, let me get back on the list. Okay, KD7XP was next there. George in and out, and we already got Barry going, so that gets us to Wayne W6IZK up there in Phoenix. Wayne, didn't hear from you this morning. How you doing?
N6IME, W6IZK. Wait a minute, wrong call. K7EME, W6IZK. Doing okay. Had a nice Thanksgiving dinner with the XYL at the care facility at G10. And I got a quick question. Did the live stream go away? I was on the YouTube page looking for the live stream and it doesn't seem to be there. Other than that, doing okay. Haven't been on the air very much. Been doing a little bit of HF on FD8, and that's about it. Back to you there, Doug. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, Wayne. You had a question on your signal, and you took just a brief fade right then. What was that question? Oh, yes.
It is. If you
Look on NetLogger, scroll up a little bit. Steve, N7THW, posted it, but it is active. We're doing it every Sunday there. Wayne, go ahead.
Well, I must have the wrong URL because I've got the thing up on the screen from YouTube, and it says it's waiting for Chuck, and there's no audio.
Okay, you're looking for Chuck's signal. He's not live streaming today. Look for the one from me, and you'll find it. So there's two different live streams, and I don't think Chuck is having problems with it this morning. So look for the one from K7EME.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
All right, thanks, Wayne, and we'll catch up with you hopefully down the road here. And Bill, KA2KHV, are you still on frequency? Are you able to wait around this long?
Good morning, Doug. Good morning, everyone on net. I certainly hope to be at the Business Station Land Fest and see me like to say hello. I'd love to never to recognize you. But at any rate, see me pop my call and pick you up and New Orleans. Anyway, I hope you don't get any rain for next Saturday. The rain kind of pulls back, and Friday be a good day. So we'll see what happens there. But thank you for taking the next job, and I'll try to back over to you, and pretty much going to have breakfast in just a few minutes. So I wish everyone 7-3. Everyone have a great day. Thank you for taking the next job. Back over to you.
Okay, Bill. Excellent. Well,
I will be looking
for you at the Fest, and I'll definitely introduce myself. So everybody, keep an eye out for Bill there. He will have his call sign out, and we'll look forward to meeting you, Bill. So that'll be fun, and see you then. Thanks for checking in. Well, let's see. Next over on the list is Mike, KD7UUN, down here in the Tucson area. So, Mike, go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay, good morning. Excuse me. Probably surprised here. I realized I was next on the list. Anyway, so we had a really good Thanksgiving. His family came down, and so we had a nice meal and nice time visiting. They spent a few days, and headed back up to Chandler yesterday. But let's see, I haven't been on the radio really at all. Been putting up the outdoor Christmas light, and the granddaughters help with that, and they make it go pretty quickly. So that makes it a lot easier for me. One thing that I do find a bit frustrating is that these on lights do not last very long, as everybody knows the ones. It's just them. I think they intend for you to throw them away after each use. So unfortunately, even though you test them, by the time you get them up, some of them are not working, and so you end up with holes here and there, and it's always fun trying to chase that down. But other than that, it's just part of the game. So anyway, that's it from here. Back to you, Doug. K70ME, KD7UUN.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. Yeah, it's amazing how those Christmas light bulbs tend to go out during the year. They were working when you took them down, and what happens over the course of the year, and a lot of them don't fire back up the next December. So there you go. Go figure. Anyways, sounds good there, and yeah, tis the season to get the Christmas decorations up. Nobody could see where if I put any up, nobody would notice it. I don't think. And a couple neighbors would maybe see them, but anyway, so we don't do a whole lot with that out here in the boonies. Anyways, Mike, WD7R, you are next up, and Mike, I know you're always doing stuff, and I'll bet you've got you had quite a busy Thanksgiving in your household. What's going on with you?
K70 and me in the group. Good morning, WD7R. Yes, glad to hear everybody had a wonderful holiday. We did as well. The ham turned out wonderful on the smoker, and boy, the leftovers are just the best. Ham and eggs or ham sandwich. Yeah, we really enjoyed the extra leftovers there. So yeah, had a good time, and on Christmas decorations, and big project was replacing all the coolant and heater hoses on the XYL's vehicle, the age there. My son helped me though. It was quite a chore. Took about a day and a half, but we got her done, and no leaks, so that's a good thing. But yeah, Doug, I just like Steve there, I got the whim to leave my radio and computer on last night. I monitored 6-meter meteor scatter just to see what was happening, and lo and behold, there were 3 decodes last night, early this morning. A couple of grid squares in Delta November, I believe that's Pacific Northwest, and no, not too far away. But in any case, good to see there's activity. I did hear some faint voices yesterday on 6-meter sideband after Jay N1AV sent the alert about 6-meter open to Hawaii. I believe I heard the station calling, but just not strong enough of an opening for me to make contact. But nonetheless, very encouraging, and good reminder to all of us, keep a radio on in the background, so on 6-meter or whatever. But very cool. 3695 tonight, probably about 5:30-ish start after dinner, and we'll maybe migrate over to 160 after that for those that might want to play in that space. And let's see, boat anchors. Get your boat anchors ready. It's nice and cool out, so good to heat up the shack. We got, what, a couple weeks before Stray Key night. So, Doug, there's your motivation. Get that 8:30 going. And I think you got a microphone on the way, so looking forward to hearing that 8:30 on sideband and CW soon. All right, that's enough for me. Have a great day, one and all. We'll talk to you tonight. WD7R 73.
Okay, Mike, let's start there. Well, that's great that you're picking up the meteor scatter. And let's see, Delta November. Yeah, that's probably, there's some guys up in the Idaho, Idaho area. Most any morning of the week, quite a few. I know Chuck could comment on that much better than I. But definitely, there's almost every morning on 6 meters. You tune in and do just what Mike did, and you'll pick up some decodes there as well. So year round on 6 meters, if you do meteor scatter, you'll find someone to contact. Sounds good, Mike, and we'll see you later on this evening. We had KC6SEH, John was in here, and so that gets us down to Marana and Ken, W7KZM. So, Ken, how was your Thanksgiving?
Everyone, it was nice. We only had 9 people for Thanksgiving, but with 2 ovens and a microwave, we had a hard time keeping all the food warm. So at towards the end, before we ate, I was stacking plates inside the microwave to see if I could catch up to them. So we had a nice meal with the family and friends. Let's see what else. I did Black Friday, and I got myself a 30-amp battery, LiPo battery. At a pretty good price. A lot of people didn't like the battery because their little boat motor burnt out, but all the guys that have ham radios seem to think it was pretty good. It's $80 for 30 amp. The other thing, I told you last week that we went through the wall, and the wall plate that came out on this side was terrible. So I found a better wall plate on Amazon as a 2-piece wall plate, and I was able to put some 213 through the wall without any problem. I'll probably be able to put 3 or 4 more pieces through there. And other than that, I've been trying to learn. Haven't had much luck on that. It makes me scratch my head. And I'm working on setting up the radios to have DC power, either DC power or whatever. And I still haven't got my rotator on. I need somebody to spot me out there. And other than that, it's been great. Wife says it's calling the master bedroom the radio shack / guest room. So you got a lot of room here to play with.
And that's about it. And wish everybody a happy week and a year ahead. And thanks for running the net. I'll see you later. Whiskey 7 Kilo to the mic.
All right,
Yeah.
Ken. Very good. Yeah, you
We
finally
got our
got the
station figured out, and the new made over master bedroom turned guest room / video stack. So pretty good on that. And getting started on digital can be a daunting task at times, getting everything configured. But YouTube is your friend when it comes to something like that. And there are a number of videos out there on YouTube for just about any rig. Somebody has been kind enough usually to post a video on how to get your particular radio going on digital, and it will open up another world for you doing that. So if you're having troubles, the first thing to do is get online and see what YouTube has to offer, because I would be surprised if you didn't get some help that way. Anyway, so sounds good. I see we have a couple more lurkers, N9OBB, Dan there, and W1GGM. Recognize you guys, and we'll get you in here in just a bit. Let's see, Warren, you are next. K7CWA. Warren, how was your Thanksgiving? Go ahead.
Yes, K7EME, this is K7CWA. So I had a good Thanksgiving, but it was physically very taxing for me. Okay, and the food and all that was wonderful, but my body isn't used to it, so I paid for it. I'll tell you, the next day, I spent a good portion of it not feeling very good and taking some naps and that sort of thing, too, trying to recover. I mean, I'm in a three-bedroom, is this three-bedroom? Yeah, three-bedroom house, but my wife has a hobby room, I have my hobby room, and then there's the master bedroom, and that's half the house right there, and then throw in about 16 or 17 people, and a dog. So it was physically daunting. And yeah, this subject of getting on digital, that's, you know, I don't know, to me it seems like it's easy, but then I run Linux, which is easier than Windows for getting on digital, I think, and my radio, the FT991, yeah, it, you know, plugs directly into the computer with a USB cable. And so it's really easy getting up on it, because I don't need any interface or anything like that. So if the other station, then I couldn't hear him. But if he has a radio that is very, very simple to get on digital. So that's about it from here. I'm almost recovered completely from Thanksgiving, although I still have a couple of pounds to shed. So anyhow, there you go, K7EME, K7CWA.
Okay, Warren. Well, yeah, I can imagine having 16 or 17 guests all packed in for Thanksgiving and a dog on top of it. Is that your dog that you had, or was that a guest dog?
No, I didn't count my dog. I've got a little dog. This other one is a big, you know, like a large German Shepherd size. But he's very, very good, and he really wasn't in the way. But he took up room.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Well, yeah, they do. In fact, I have a German Shepherd right at my feet right now, and a lab mix that is. They're both wanting to go outside, so. I'm going to have to run and let them out here. But let's get Troy in here and get him talking away. And Troy, I will be right back ASAP after you get done there. WA7ELN, you are next. Go ahead, Troy. Tell us about your Thanksgiving.
Real good, Doug. Well, we didn't have anybody over here. We went somewhere else. I have a daughter that lives here in town, and she had Thanksgiving over there. And I probably overate and brought some food back as well. So, and those type of things to eat here. And unfortunately, I didn't get any extra chocolate pie to bring home. But anyway, we did that, and this morning when we got up, we looked out on the carport, which we usually do in the morning, and the old thermometer was down to about 37 degrees, and so that didn't enthuse me to go outside. So I turned up the kilowatt burner here and burned some kilowatts and heated up the house. Unfortunately, I'm in an all-electric type of house, and so my biggest electric bills usually come in the wintertime. And unfortunately, the price of electricity in the past 3 years has almost doubled for me where I'm at here. So anyway, I don't have much more of anything here. We are still trying to wake up this morning and let it warm up a little outside before we go out and try and do anything. And the sun's shining, so I think we're going to get there. And it doesn't look like the wind's blowing today. Yesterday we woke up, it was raining, and the wind was also blowing, and wasn't a good day to be outside. So anyway, we will turn it back to Doug. I think we've talked long enough. Let's let the dogs out there.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks
for that. They're happily running around outside now, so appreciate it. And boy, down in the 30s up there. Well, you'll have frost before too long there, Troy. So sounds chilly. Of course, you're up there quite a bit higher than we are down here, and you guys get a nice little bit of snow every once in a while up there. Anyway, sounds good. We'll catch you later on during the week here. That gets us to Dave, K7SWK. And so, Dave, how the question of the day? How was your Thanksgiving?
Hello, Doug, and the rest of the group. Dave, K7SWK, and Phoenix here. My Thanksgiving was wonderful. We didn't have to do anything. Ordinarily, it's us or my daughter that puts something together, but my son-in-law, husband, decided he wanted to do a big this year. So we had a large house, and when I got there, I realized there were 67 people there. So 3 turkeys and everything else, and imagine about the majority of the women that showed up with a plate. Some of the miscellaneous was fabulous. Anyway, I was really good. I didn't sit down and try to get, so I tried to stick to the vegetables more, but in spite of that, I'm sure I went over my calorie intake. But anyways, I had a great time over there. But I was still working on some 40-meter antenna stuff here at the house, and still trying to figure out who's going to step up with a $500 amplifier that only wants $200 for. For 2 meters. So anyways, with that, I'll say always a pleasure, guys, sitting in and listening to you. And I know that someday that I'll be able to do more 2 meters than I'm doing. I just gotta get that operation command to open up. I've never seen that good, so all I know is what I've been seeing in the last couple of months. Anyways, with that, I'll say thank you for all of you. Have a great holiday upcoming. And blessings to you. And work on the machine.
Okay, Dave, very good. Sounds like you got an antenna project going on there, and it's that time of year to be doing that sort of stuff, definitely. So, pretty good signal down here this way, and it's up and down a little bit, but for the most part, pretty darn good copy. So, you have a good one, and we'll catch you next week. We're going to swing over toward Tucson here and get Pete, N6ETA, in here. And so, Pete, how are you doing? And fill us in on your week. Go ahead, Pete.
Well, that's one thing I got to contend with. A friend of mine has a plant business he's got going on. I've been kind of helping him out with that. And Thanksgiving, he was over at Mary's place. And she just had a knee replacement. And she's in a lot of agony. So that was the hell I never have to have that done. He's not enjoying that one bit. Other than that, not much to report. So, Doug, have a good week. Take care. Catch you all later. N6ETA.
All right, Pete. Very good. Well,
sorry to hear about your friend having troubles with the knee replacement there. It's quite a shock to the body to get artificial parts put in, and I can understand what she's going through there. Well, you have a good one, and we'll catch up with you next week as always. We had Barry, KC7BEQ was in and out. So that gets us up to Gilbert yet again, and WX7G. So Jim, what trouble have you been getting into?
Good morning to everybody here on the net today. This is WX7G up here in the east suburbs, beautiful downtown Gilbert. I never get into any trouble. And if you're looking for some land in Florida, I can take care of that for you too. Interesting conversations here this morning. Little comment about it. They don't have nets anymore. I thought you have a net on 17 meters. You don't have a net. You have an activity group. You have to use the proper terminology for that. And a comment about 2-meter antennas. There's a thing on the internet called hamuniverse.com, and they have got an excellent instruction page there for a 2-meter 3-element quad that works extremely well. Using one myself right now, so very happy with that antenna, and less than $30 from your local hardware store to get all the stuff to do that. So that's a good thing too. Thanksgiving, had an excellent time at Thanksgiving. It was just me and the wife down here in Arizona, the rest of the family up in Colorado. But they've got this thing called FaceTime, and I'm here to tell you, it's just like being there, almost. You just can't touch each other. But other than that, we had a great time interacting with family up in Colorado on FaceTime. So it was a good day that way. And the other thing is, I got butterball sandwiches for the next 2 weeks. And I do like butterball turkey sandwiches. So, it was score for me. Other than that, it's been kind of quiet up here in these suburbs. So, we'll put it back to net control, WX7G. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you bet there, Jim. And I'm glad you got the leftovers. And it sounds your quad is doing a great job as always. Good signal down here in Tucson. So yeah, $30 for a horizontal directional 2-meter antenna. Ham Universe, I think you said online. So there you go. If you guys are interested in experimenting with quads, I know Grant, WD6CNF, does a lot of work with quads. And I'm not sure if I think Steve may have one too, N7PHW, up in his attic indoor. They seem to work pretty well even indoors. Anyways, let's see, where are we? Down to Mike, 85NLP. Let me swing over toward West Phoenix a little bit. Let's get you in here. Go ahead there, Mike.
Good morning, Doug. This is Mike, 85NLP. And had a good Thanksgiving. No complaints. With the family and the dog and 2 cats. My daughter cooked the turkey and all the trimmings, and yeah, it worked out well. There wasn't much left, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I should be able to get to the Superstition Campfest, and I want to do that. But I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago we used simplex frequency, and I think it was Superstition. It was 146.580. That's still programmed in my AT. I was wondering if you were going to do that again.
I certainly can. That probably would be a good off frequency to use. I saw something on the math text that Mike has there set up WD7R about that, and I think that would be reasonable to do that if anybody wants to if they have a walkie-talkie and they want to get on 5.8, that would be good to get together at the Hamfest. Figure out where anybody else is that you need to get a hold of. There, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, it worked out well last time, as I think we all congregated around that. It was a van that was outfitted with radios. But yeah, we were able to hook up, and it worked out for me. I don't know what everybody else thought about it, but yeah, I got turned around there sometimes. So anyway, your signal sounds good up here in Glendale. Got a game here today, so the neighborhood's going to get shut down again. But I've got to get out and go to the store, and just got a few other errands. But yeah, we'll catch you tonight in 36 or 30, whatever it is. I'll find it around 6:30.
5:30. 5:30 with the band conditions going long early. Mike, WD7R Mike has been pushing it up there.
Okay, 5:30. That works for me. Anyway, Dustin, have a good day, and hope the Cardinals win today. At 85NLP.
Okay. Good luck to the Cardinals, and good luck to you with the traffic up there. Okay, sounds good, Mike. Let's see if Jack has meandered back. Jack, are you out there, AM1K?
Yeah, he wasn't sure if he'd
be back. And so let's see, Dan, N9 Oscar Bravo Bravo. Are you listening on frequency? Over. Any relays?
All right.
Anybody else wishing to check in? Email or anybody else? We're taking final check-ins. K7EME.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, earlier when I was talking about the 2-meter thing, I thought you had a knack for something going on this morning. That was because of the forecasting of propagation that I had on HS. But I used the program, like Lynn was talking about, I used the program Grid Tracker, and it was showing me that 2 meters is hot. And as we speak right now, 2-meter ST8 is real hot right now. So it's still going on. But I just wanted to let you know the grid tracker is what I use. It even tells me when there's EME and everything. So, good program. Back to you, Doug. W7WHB.
Good information there, Steve. After this, I'm going to swing down and see what I'll fire the digital up and take a listen on. I'm quite interested to see what is going on there. So I really appreciate that heads up, Steve. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, good luck because you'll probably be able to do better than me because I'm just on the flat side.
It sounds interesting. I'll let you guys know next week what I come across. And Chuck, you might be interested in doing that as well. There. Let's see. Anybody else on frequency wishing to check in?
KW7 RNS.
There you are. Let's see. KW7 RNX. That would be Ron Portable. How are you doing, Ron?
Good morning, Doug and the Nets. First time on the Nets. Talked to Doug last week. We run portable with a ancient trio TR9000 and a 16-foot mast with a homebrew dipole antenna. So just out here in the park listening to you guys. Good info.
Well, great signal again this week, and with the dipole and that mast out there in the park. Ron, you're doing a great job. Were you able to copy some of the stations that were on?
Roger, yeah, I got pretty good copy on anybody around the Tucson area, and I could hear W780S James out of Scottsdale very clear, and K7CWA Carl out of Apache Junction, so at least I got up north.
Excellent. Well, that's great. It's actually, he goes by Warren, K7CWA, and he's running I think he's on a loop antenna up there. So he's in Apache Junction, and that's good copy. So you're receiving quite well with your TR9000.
Roger that. Yeah, we're trying to get a homebrew, well, maybe a little above homebrew antenna up on the halves, so we can do something out of the ham shack here in the future. But becoming a good habit to do before football on Sundays.
Okay. Well, happy to oblige, and welcome again. I'm glad you're able to hear quite well, and welcome to the group. I appreciate you checking in again, there, Ron. You have a good Sunday pre football there, so you take her easy. Appreciate it. Let's see if anybody else is out there. K7EME. All right. That seems to be the end of it. So let's wrap things up. 73s one and all. Thanks for a great net and all your participation, and we'll shut things down. I'll be turning the live stream off right now. So 7-3's off.
Hey, Doug, quick question. WX7G.
Yeah, go ahead there, Jim.
Yeah, are you guys going to have your own little mini swap meet within the big swap meet?
Well, I haven't heard anybody up there who might be able to get a table, but let's see. That's a good question. And I brought that up at the beginning of the net. Is there anyone, probably a lot of folks are gone now, but has anyone heard of somebody getting a table where we could get together up there?
I may do that. Give me this afternoon, and I'll let you know. How's that?
That sounds good,
Robert. Yeah, well, there's a possibility of us doing that, and I'll bring a chair. Well, actually, I have El's chair, and so I'll throw that into the Denali as well. So we'll see. It's to be determined, but quite possible there, Jim.
All right, fantastic. I'll
I'll be looking forward to that. Robert, thank you for your efforts. And, hey, great net. As always, WX7G, clear.
Okay, Jim. Catch you later. We'll see you next Saturday.
Hey, Doug, I got a quick question. I don't know if Steve's still online. Why would horizontal versus vertical be a factor on FTA 2-meter?
I heard him say that too.
I didn't ask. Steve, you still there? 47 WHP?
I don't think he has a vertical 2-meter antenna.
Well, for distance, horizontal's the king. I think he's confused on that. I would much rather run horizontal on, especially for tropospheric. Over.
I'm still here.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and ask your question there, then, Robert.
Yeah, Steve. Why do you think that horizontal versus vertical makes a difference on FT8?
Because most people that run FT8 are vertical.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a point there, but with that kind of distance, it may not make a difference, because of polarization changes. Over.
Oh, Roger, I agree with you 100%. There's no doubt about that. It's just that when it comes to FT8, most people are vertical, and if I'm horizontal, that's a big loss right there.
Yeah, that would be true for local stuff. I can see that. What do you think there, Doug? Over?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get over the fact that there's the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, or whatever you said there, Steve, and into Texas coming in on 2 meters on F8 at this time in the morning on 2 meters in the winter. I would expect Frankie to have that, but I am definitely surprised about that report there, Steve. Over.
I think that's a false report. There's nothing on PSK reporter.
Yeah, okay. Steve, are you
maybe getting it mixed up with 10 meters?
I can't do 10 meters on my 9700, guys.
I'm going to go down there and take a listen. All right, Steve. Thanks again.
All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Well,